Maddie, and this video is a pretty random one. I forgot to record anything yesterday, so there's no vlog today. This is what you get. It's just a video of me talking about my disease. Okay, so basically this is going to be a story time slash informational video. So basically I don't really know how rare it is, but I read somewhere that it is like super rare. I don't know. Anyways, what I have is cold urticaria, and basically it is a immune disease that, like, if you get too cold, then you develop like hives and allergic reactions basically. So not only do I have it to the cold, but when I get too hot, I also get hives and have an allergic reaction. So basically I have to be at the perfect body temperature at all times. I mean, it's not like I'll die if I, am exposed to the cold for, 10 minutes. But I do start to get very uncomfortable in those types of settings. Basically, how I found out I had it is I was playing outside with my sister, and it was in the fall, and we live in a cul-de-sac, so it's like a circle, and she was standing on the opposite end of the cul-de-sac from me, and she noticed that my face, I had broken out, and they were really itchy and uncomfortable, and they were all up and down my legs and on my face and mostly my cheeks. And my mom was like, okay, this is not normal. So we went to the doctor. I don't remember this too well, but I know I got diagnosed with cold urticaria. And yeah, so that's how it happened. I have an emergency EpiPen with me most of the time, and especially during the summer, if I go to work out or even during volleyball, our school does not have air conditioning, and sometimes I'll just start getting hives at volleyball. And it's super uncomfortable because I'm super itchy. But with the heat hives, I don't get a throat closing up thing, but when I get too cold and I'm getting my allergic reaction, it closes up my throat. So fun. So as far as we know, there's no really treatment. My cold urticaria has gotten a lot better over the past couple of years. It started off really bad, which is when I would break out in full body hives. I went swimming one time, the pool was, 70 degrees, and everywhere that the water touched my body when I came out, covered in hives because it was really cold. And yeah, so we slowly exposed myself to cold things. The doctor made me do an ice cube test every so often, where I'd hold an ice cube on my skin and then see if I broke out. And it's gotten a lot better. But one time in elementary school, I was outside and it was really cold. And by the way, my temperature that I should not be outside is at below 55 degrees. And so I was outside. I think it was probably 50 degrees. In elementary school, they made me stay inside for recess if it was under 55 degrees. But I think the lunch monitors told me to go outside because it was probably 55 or somewhere close to it. But when we got out there, I think it got colder or something, and I started to get hives. And I told the lunch monitor, and I was like,
I need to go inside because I'm getting hives. I'm allergic to the cold.
And she was like,
yeah, right, okay, sure.
She didn't let me go inside because she didn't believe me. And that was really annoying because why would I lie about that? I literally showed her my hives, I think. But it's fine. I was literally in 4th grade, so whatever. Now, one time in 8th grade, my tech teacher, love him by the way, he had the window open in class, and it was the dead of winter because he was hot and God forbid he be a little bit uncomfortable. So he opens the window in the dead of winter, the cold air comes in, I start to get hives, I start to get itchy. And I'm like, can you close the window please? I'm allergic to the cold. And he was like,
I don't believe you at all.
And I understand it's hard to believe when somebody's like, I'm allergic to the cold. But if I said I had cold urticaria, they'd be like, what? That's basically how I word it, because it is basically an intolerance to the cold. So therefore he left the window open. It was really uncomfortable, but then I was fine. I mean, I left class. It was itchy, but it's fine. I literally told him, I was like, you can literally ask the nurse. It's a thing. And then the next class, I walk in, he was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't believe you. I think he looked at my records or something and saw that it was a real thing. And he gave me a blanket, for all of class, and I was like, okay, thanks. The window's not open anymore, I'm fine. But he tried to make up for it. It's okay, whatever, As of, right now, it's okay. Like, the worst reaction I've gotten in a while is just some hives on my face. But the most common thing that happens to me is if I'm outside, my hands will just swell up and get huge. Like, my fingertips will be like about to explode. It's really gross. Like, I have to go outside for gym anyways. Well, I could not. Like, I could ask the teacher, but it's like a really big hassle to go through. So, like, basically at this point in my life, I'm not gonna die if I'm outside for, I don't know, an hour at 37 degrees. But if it goes on longer, I'm sure I would definitely start to feel it more. I do have an EpiPen, but I've never had to use it. I still have to keep it at school. Like I said, I was saying that about volleyball before. But yeah, so I don't know if there's anything that's like actually a diagnosis for heat hives, but I have that too. So yeah, have to be at a perfect temperature at all times. It's really fine. Like, I'm not a hassle or anything for anyone in my life, but this is I just wanted to, I don't know, this is something that I wanted to talk about because I think I've mentioned it in one of my vlogs before. I'm like, yeah, I'm allergic to the cold, and everyone's like, how can you be allergic to the cold? Like, that's not a real thing. So I just want to clarify. I think it's like a little interesting thing about myself. Like, I've learned to live with it. I think it's kind of cool. So yeah, this is just me talking about my cold urticaria. So sorry, this video's so weird. I had nothing else to do, and I don't know, I wanted to explain because a lot of people question. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!
Maybe it's in the gutter where I left my lover, one expensive fate.